Maybe if you all give me a standing ovation, I can start hitting some bets again, or I'll just go 0 for 14 when it matters most.
I'm fangirling right now. Like, there's no one else I'd rather meet in sports.
Fucking hated it. They were scoring goals and then cutting the goals that had already been scored, and I was just seeing celebrations.
But what I see from Stephen A. Smith now makes me feel like he thinks he's Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, I think he genuinely thinks that he, like, matters outside of, like, an NBA take. Welcome back to another episode of the We'll Be Seeing Pod. Make sure to like and subscribe. And remember, you can get this podcast wherever you get podcasts, at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Mm-hmm. Lauren is back, and we got to know about Bijan, because that was absurd.
Yeah, I mean, one of the coolest moments in my life. Obviously, I'm a hardcore Texas fan. He's been my favorite Texas player since probably Colt McCoy, I guess. But yeah, him coming up to me, recognizing me, dapping me up before the game was just absolutely unreal.
Was there any, like, contact before the game? Like, did you DM him to let him know you were coming? Did he, like, know you were going to be there?
Yeah, no, I thought about it. I was telling the guys, I was like, should I DM him? I was like, no, I feel like you don't do that the night before. He's for sure locked in or whatever. But it's just crazy because I did wear the Texas Bijan jersey, and I was debating on not even wearing that because I'm like, the glazing's kind of crazy. But I was like, whatever. We're sitting in the end zone, and we're like 4 rows up from the field, so I was like, you gotta wear it. But I was like, they were doing warm-ups, and it was like 30 minutes before the game. He like finally trots out there, and I'm like, Bijan, like jumping up and down trying to get his attention, but he like had to warm up or whatever, which is interesting because obviously he didn't play. But after he was done, I guess, doing warm-ups, he like ran over to his coach, and I was still like trying to get his attention and whatnot, and he like pointed over to me. And then one of his teammates like came up to him and pointed over towards me, and then he ran over and he just like gave me like the smoothest dab, like we've been homies for years, and it was just so freaking cool.
Did you know him like personally at all?
No, I mean he like follows me on Instagram. Obviously because I mean I'm a big Tex fan, post those videos all the time, but it was just freaking cool. But and
then you were playing catch with Cordell Patterson?
I did, yep.
How did that come about?
He was just like throwing the ball with the fans, and I was like, see Pat, and he like threw it over to me, and it was so freaking cool. That was before the Bijan.
Someone in the comments was like, oh, like anytime there's a Falcons away game, Cordell will like throw it with the fans who travel to like pay respect to people.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool, dude.
It's really
like,
dope.
Did you throw him a dot?
I did. Nice. I did my best. Like when I caught the ball, I was like, I forgot how big NFL balls were. Because we have that football downstairs. I think it's like yeah. And I was like, oh, I had to like reset. Those kind of a weak pass.
3-step dropped him.
Yeah, but it did sting because obviously it's super excited, like top of the world. Like I was just like, I couldn't believe I actually got to meet him.
You
said
like, you had to take a lap around the stadium.
I literally had to take I had to go walk around because I was like, I just met Bijan Robinson. Like I'm fangirling right now. Like there's no one else I'd rather meet in sports. As crazy as that sounds, like that's just what he is for me.
And he was also like so happy you came.
Yeah, he said so. I was like I didn't even know what to say. Like I've sounded like an idiot in the video. I realized that later.
You were just hype.
Yeah,
I don't think you sounded dumb. You were just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was like jumping up and down. But again, I was super excited.
Is there an athlete that you would have been more hyped to meet? That
like. Current players, no.
I was about to say, having known you, I actually couldn't think of one.
No, current players, no shot. The only other one would be Vince Young, obviously, because he's the one that made me fall in love with sports, really. That's what got me into it.
Like Corey Seager?
Corey Seager would be really cool, but yeah, it's Bijan.
Bijan.
It's like Bijan, Corey Seager. He'd probably be number 2, though. Yeah. But it did stink because I posted that video on Twitter, right? And it was just going crazy. Like, people were loving it. They know, like, how much that meant to me or whatever. And then the game started. First drive happens. He doesn't get a single snap. It's just Tyler Algier out there, and CPAT was getting some carries. And, like that happened. People were asking questions like, is he going to play or whatever? And then it was like the end of the first quarter, and I looked at my phone, and it was just people dogging on me. Like, what did you do to him? And,
oh my God.
because there was no reports of him being sick or not playing. So everyone's just, you type Bijan Robinson, that video pops up. So obviously it's like, well, he looked fine before. And so what was a really cool moment for me turned like really difficult during the game.
House of Highlights being like, can we post this and be like, what the fuck was Bijan doing?
Yeah, Sports Center reached out to me. I was like, fine, but just don't.
Post it?
I don't think so.
No, they always do that.
Yeah,
so
but I like
stupid.
text or messaged them back. I was like, just don't frame me in a bad way
Yeah.
because like I didn't do anything. I was
Yeah.
just so rattled.
Yeah.
Thank
But
God BR Betting didn't get a hold of it.
I was like
Yeah.
texting
They might
Lauren.
have had Mattress Mac react to it.
yeah.
Sorry, I just hate BR
But it was
Betting.
just
I
like
don't know
all
why I
those
just said
fantasy
that.
owners coming at my head. I'm
Yeah.
like, I have him starting too. Like
Yeah.
if I would have known, trust, he would have been on the like I didn't know.
We
But
talked about it. It's like the people that do that are just like the epitome of why the internet is just like the worst place ever, and like
yeah.
also the epitome of everyone always wants to blame someone for something.
100%.
It can never just be it happened to happen.
Yeah.
And
You're
it's
telling
like
me, man.
if you are you might actually have a fact. I'm dead ass with it. But like if you were a fantasy owner, you bet on Bijan and you
Yeah.
found that's like the perfect scapegoat of like,
100%.
oh, of course, like this fucking chick went to the game and like touched his hand and now he's not fucking like.
Yeah, you got him sick,
Yeah,
all this.
dude,
But I'm like,
how could she have gotten him sick?
I'm like, it just sucks
wearing
though, because like
gloves.
the one time, the one time I meet him is the one game he's sick. It's just like there's just no way. Obviously, we flew out there to watch him and watch the Falcons. Good thing they won because there's no telling what it would have been if they would have
Oh my
lost
God.
too.
He should hook you up with like another one of those experiences.
You should DM him and be like, hey man, that was
Like,
fucked
redo,
up.
redo,
Like, that
redo.
was fucked up.
Yeah.
I will say though, it sounded like from the reports that he had a migraine the day before.
Yeah, it was the
and
night
then
before.
I assumed the Falcons didn't report it because they probably thought the migraine was going to go away, and then I'm sure
Right.
he woke up and he still had a migraine. But
Still got to put him on the questionable list.
Yeah.
if for something
Mhm.
like that.
also
I get-
so odd that like during the game, I was trying to figure out what was wrong with him because I was like,
Nothing.
they didn't even say it. They were like, he's ill, and then at that point you're like, okay, some weird shit's going on.
Yeah, like I was like rattled. I was like, he's allowed. Like I was just overthinking. Like obviously it's fine because I was like, CPAP was throwing the ball with fans. Like it doesn't matter if he dapped me up for 2
You
seconds.
thought he was like in trouble?
trouble.
I didn't know. I was like, was it me? I was just so rattled. Like
Could you
you guys know, I was in the group chat. Like
Yeah.
guys, like what the heck?
I was like, Lauren, I promise you, like just
Yeah.
calm down. It's a mega W. Like,
but
you
it
didn't
just
do
sucked because
anything.
there was no report. Like no one knew.
Yeah.
Like nobody. Like he didn't say. I was like, I wish he would have told me or something.
No, it's
but,
definitely
Could you
so fishy. bro.
Imagine.
yeah.
Like after the game, the coach got on the press conference and he's like, "Listen,
That
at
dang
this
girl.
program, we got guys fooling around pregame, not taking warm up seriously." And like the clip plays of Bijan.
I would have literally deactivated
So he
everything.
goes, "We got a
I'd go
program here in
hiding.
Atlanta. I'm trying to put together, and we got guys fooling around during pregame, throwing the ball at fans, giving high fives."
Lauren picked both of those.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm the reason for
thank
both of them.
God, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like that
No.
would,
But
just
that would
been
never
so
happen.
upset. No,
No,
that would
for
never
And then it
happen.
made it worse because like you tweeted that video. I quote tweeted it saying Bijan's gonna have fucking 17.
Everyone was saying that too. They were all hyped for me
Yeah.
saying those things, and then
like
backfired.
he's just rizzed up Lauren fucking on the sidelines. Like he's about to drop 3 touchdowns, 17
Yeah,
carries.
even Javon, like who's like ultimate hater, of course, he was like, "Oh, he's scoring now."
Yeah.
I was like, "He's scoring now," but
and of
Javon,
like,
ultimate hater.
Yeah.
Extremely accurate.
you know what I mean. Especially with anything Texas, it's
Yeah.
just the way it is. That's okay.
But yeah, that definitely didn't help the case at all.
No, but yeah, that first half, it was at halftime when they finally like reported like I guess he was ill or whatever. But that first half was hell for me. I was like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I got to meet him. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he's not playing.
It's like some classic bucket luck, man.
Yeah,
Really
Class.
is.
it really is. Like it really
Just
like we
classic
planned this
shit,
trip
man.
like 2 months ago, and I'm like the one trip
Yeah.
I decided on was the one trip he's not playing.
Can you imagine if it was me that dabbed them up?
Oh, you
Oh my
would have been
God.
in
You might have actually been shot on site.
Yeah.
Where was that
There's a
game?
good chance.
Tampa? Oh my god, yeah, there's no loss.
Dude, I had people coming to me or my DMs telling me, "You're not welcome in Tampa anymore, man. Like never come to a game again." I didn't even go to the
you weren't even
game.
there.
I wasn't even there.
But why would Tampa fans be mad if you jinxed Bijan?
Because I also had Bucks because of Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Oh.
true.
Did you see Mr. Beast?
I did. Yeah, he ran out with the team. He
Yeah.
like led them out of the
Yeah.
tunnel. I was like, what's going on? It's just a weird game.
If I'm fucking Mike Evans from the trenches and I play for the Bucks and Mr. Beast in full uniform runs me out of the tunnel,
Which is weird
dude,
because I think he's a Panthers fan. He's like a North Carolina guy. So I'm like, why would the Bucks pick?
Because
Beast?
there was some.
I would actually hang them up if I was Mike Evans or like any of these guys like from the trenches, like fucking. And I play for the Bucks, and Mr. Beast in full uniform leads me out of the tunnel like this weird YouTube guy. I'd be
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm done.
Him and Tom Brady got like some weird connection going on, and it definitely was him that got him plugged in with the Bucks.
Gotcha.
That's the story there.
Tom Brady couldn't even put him onto his only team that he like retired at.
Yeah.
Fuck the Patriots.
Could just do the Patriots.
Mr. Beasley got the Patriots and Bill Belichick would be even funnier.
Yeah.
But
talked
who the
about
fuck is this guy?
We talked about on the last pod. It was like the fact that Mr. Beast might have never been to a football game before and thought that he needed to wear cleats and like the full getup.
I'm on the field, right? We gotta dress out.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm leading the team out. I need the uniform. And they were like,
Yeah, can we just stop at Dick's on the way?
if you want.
Just came out like he was playing too, like with the helmet and everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Is he taking snaps? And Bijan's not?
I'm
Okay.
disliking that YouTube video.
I'm gonna take my stand in the comments and I'm gonna dislike that video.
Yeah.
Speaking of fantasy football, real quick, I do have my perfect season on the line still, 7-0. And this is really all I've got going for me right
It's
now.
I gotta say it every time. It is fluke. Because I saw someone comment the other like, "You must be in a terrible league if you're undefeated." And I'm like, "No, he's just the luckiest person
Yeah.
ever when it comes to fantasy."
You don't
Yeah.
even have a quarterback.
I got Herbert, who's kind of mid, but he's putting up solid numbies. But no, I've got I mean, DJ Moore is such a
going
steal. Amon-Ra is goaded.
Mhm.
Kelsey is tight end 1.
Yeah, of course you
He's wide
draft Kelsey
receiver
of the year. He's got fucking Taylor Swift on
Trent's
it.
got
Yeah.
the most points in the league too.
Yeah,
By
I-
like 8. I'm 8 behind him.
No,
Oh,
It's
you
not like
do
he's
now?
got the
'Cause
most
there for a while
points
you
by,
were like at the bottom.
I
a
know.
landslide.
I had back-to-back weeks of like 150, but
Oh, that'll do
You're
it.
the
Big-
Vikings of last year. Like you're gonna make it to the playoffs and then you're gonna get smoked.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna run out.
I'm so nervous because I was going to this Bears-Chargers Sunday Night Football game coming up, anticipating sweating out Justin Fields' goat whale, but he's not going to play, and I'm pissed off. But thankfully, I've got Herbert and DJ Moore to sweat out in that game.
Yeah.
Going up against Wee Hoopin.
Oh, you're fucked. Wee Hoopin's team is really good.
I know, dude.
Mahomes, Jacobs, K9.
If I get through this week, if I get through the next 2 weeks with a win, I'm going undefeated. I got to go through
Oh,
the
you're
horny
gonna go
bunch.
through me again.
I got to get through the horny bunch. I got to go through the Bijan last week of the year,
Mhm.
and I got to beat Wee Hoopin.
How about Jacoby Myers being a
Steal.
crazy sleeper?
It's crazy.
Steal.
It's crazy.
I mean, the guy, like, I'm just picking.
But like I'm number 2
Ballers.
in points, and I think I'm now 4 and 3.
And while we're on the topic, I remember we all did our bust this year. Do you guys remember who you picked for your bust of the year?
Josh Jacobs.
Josh
Sharp.
Jacobs, looking pretty solid.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, you said he was going to get hurt. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was weird.
You're a weirdo.
That was weird.
Mikey, who was your bust this year?
Keenan Allen.
Nah.
Oh.
Because I thought he was gonna get hurt.
No.
And then you drafted him. He's on your team.
Yeah, I drafted him. He was my like 3rd overall pick too. I like stood on it. I was like, he's gonna be a bust, and I drafted him.
And my bust this year was Calvin Ridley, who first game of the year.
Oh, I see why we did this. Okay. No, go
Well,
ahead.
she was right. He was right.
Oh, go ahead.
I was right. Hey, Mikey, how you doing today?
He just set you up for failure. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Keenan Allen busted.
Dude, after this season, considering
on it.
I'm 7-0 and didn't draft a running back until like the 3rd round, I'm
Yeah.
never drafting running backs early again.
In a full PPR, you probably shouldn't.
Dude, like growing up playing fantasy football for the first like 5 years, it was just like auto running back. If you're in the
Yeah.
first round, first 10 picks, auto running back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never doing that again, ever. I will much rather build my team around wide receivers
Yeah.
and just ballers, dude.
I always do wide receivers, but I just really like wide receivers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trent's team is so good.
so good.
He's projected the most in this week by.
But like
a
if you
lot.
originally looked at what he drafted, you're like,
Yeah.
this guy. And then it turned out to
I-
be.
yeah,
I'm sure you were such a bozo with your draft, bro.
IBM Watson didn't believe. I believed.
IBM Watson didn't believe in my team. Either.
Yeah.
They had me finishing 2nd to last.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was 3rd to last. I'm number 2 in points.
Yeah, we're like,
I'm coming
we're
back.
up there. We're fighting.
Yeah.
IBM's officially bumped me up to 2nd to last to 11th place. Projected 11th.
Who's last?
Probably me.
Mr. Marks.
Yep.
Sole possession of last.
Name drop too.
Dude, you're gonna have to battle Jug.
You
Go
know what
crazy.
you know what the worst part is? Like, there's 3 and 4 teams who don't have as many points as I have points scored
Yeah,
in this
That's
fantasy
how it
league.
goes.
hey man, you win them how you win them.
I have horrible. I know there's people listening to the pod right now who can relate to this. Fantasy defense is way more important than fantasy offense. If you have a good defensive coordinator under your fantasy football team, you can stop the other team from putting up a lot of points. Then by golly, you can fucking win a fantasy league by putting up 90 points a week.
But all the other ones are offense. It's just that one little.
You've never heard that before?
slot?
No.
Defensive coordinator on your fantasy football team?
No.
Dude, like if you're this is so funny. Me and my boys always say like if a guy puts up like 150 on your head top in fantasy, you're like, you got to fire the defensive coordinator.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm sure other leagues do that too, bro. It's super common.
You might be the only one.
Yeah, that's I've
just
never
aren't
heard that before.
We got a 7-0 guy who doesn't know what the defensive coordinator of the
Yeah,
organization.
all I'm thinking about. I check my fantasy lineup like fucking 5 times a day, dude. I'm so tapped in. I gotta complete the perfect season. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Literally all
Just
you
a
got.
man in his team, man.
Everything hits
That's all
the
he's
fan, but
got.
fantasy comes
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
I feel like the perfect segue into one of our segments we've done before, the bitching hour. I feel like there was a lot to bitch about the past couple days, especially for you, Mr.
So
Sir.
much to bitch about.
But yeah, the bitching hour. You want to lead
Kick
us
us
off?
off.
Sure. Why not?
Boy, do I have some stories for you.
About to get-
Yeah, I could bitch about the Philadelphia Phillies for quite some time. I mean, where do I begin? I can just go through the whole fucking lineup and bitch about them. Starting with
Trey
Kyle Schwarber, bro. I mean, he hits a home run in 15% of his at bats. The rest of the 85% is swinging at absolute poop in the dirt and striking out. Auto K. Trey Turner, 0 for 14, and I swear there were guys on base in every single at bat the last 3 games of that series. Didn't come through one time, and I swear he spawned in an 0-2 count every single one of those at bats and never came through one time. Trey Turner, hang him the fuck up, by the way. Bryce Harper.
Get that out of the way,
Bro's
too.
combining segments.
We're doing
Yeah.
multi-segments.
There's a lot of hurt.
We're in the multiverse.
Was
of
waiting
segments.
for a Bryce Harper moment in those last 4 games of the series. It just never came. He just was not. He was kept getting walked. He had good at bats. He was kind of one of the 3 guys in that lineup that showed heart in those at bats.
I was about to say, I feel like the one guy you can't bitch about is Bryce.
Yeah.
Every time he made contact every time. He just didn't have the home run power that night.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't shirt Bryce Harper, but I mean, fuck, dude. It was so painful to watch. I'm not a Phillies fan, and I know that there's Philly fans out there that fucking want me dead right now. But I mean, you guys got to be not satisfied with the way that your team went out, right?
I mean, losing to the fucking D-backs.
Losing to the goddamn Diamondbacks, bro, who shouldn't even be there.
You had 2 games to close it out at home, where you literally stand on your pride that the fact that Citizens Bank Park is the hardest place ever to play a baseball game. They literally stand on that. They say fucking Citizens Bank Park is the hardest place to come in and win a baseball game. We just dropped 2 in must-win games to go to the World Series.
And
Inexcusable.
if you don't bring in Craig Kimbrell out of the bullpen in the Game 5, that game doesn't even happen.
Wow. That is such a good point.
Yeah,
People
it
forget
is.
that
People do forget.
one call.
I'm not gonna be the guy, but I feel like you also have to give the Diamondbacks credit. I mean, they
No,
fought.
Absolutely.
You do.
fought
You do.
to go into Citizens Bank and win 2
So
with
typical.
rookies and second years.
I'm scared to death to play them. They're just so fast. They are fast. They're just a fast team, and yeah, like you said, they're a young team, but like the lights are just not bright for them at all.
Yeah.
Like for them to go win 2 in a row in Philadelphia is crazy. Says a lot about that team. But
I
You
mean,
got
where
nothing
the,
to lose, bro.
where
Yeah.
the fuck was Castellanos the entire series?
Dude, I'm telling you, he literally
I thought he was
ran
gonna
out
go
of
yard in that
and
last
I
inning.
said this if you go like 4 pods ago, you ran out of juice way too early. You used up your Casty juice in like the games where you didn't need him to go Yabo. The games where Schwarber and Harper went yard, guess who also went yard? Casty. So now we need Casty when Schwarber and Harper aren't going yard, and Casty's just fucking sitting there pooping his pants. Trey Turner's pissing his pants. I mean, you made an all-time, and as a Phillies fan, I hate that it was so fucking funny. But it was the funniest tweet I've seen in a long time out of you this morning. You read your Trey Turner tweet. That was one of the funny, and it's like nice because you made kind of light out of a situation where you fucked everything. But
Yeah.
You
it was
fucked
all
all
time.
of it.
So I woke up this morning and like I just didn't even want to open Twitter, dude. I really don't even want to fucking open the books. I can't even think about gambling right now.
That happens. That's like a real thing. That when you take like a hard loss, dude, it's like hard
yeah,
to get
the
everything
next
going.
morning
the next
it's like,
day.
here we go.
Dude, I mean, I fucking emptied the bowl on the Phillies money line like 3 games in a row, and they lost in fucking bullshit fashion. But I didn't know what else to say other than maybe if y'all give me a standing ovation, I can start hitting some bets again, or I'll just go 0 for 14 when it matters most.
And like as a Phillies fan, like
That's a phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a
it's
great
like
tweet.
that's like a top 5 tweet.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's like a
100%.
Hall of Fame sportsman.
Like you got to tip your hat to that
Like,
one. It's
put
like,
that on a flag. That is unbelievable.
I was known to be a good rider when I was a kid.
Wait. Oh, writer. Oh. I was like, what?
Yeah, what's going
That
on?
was a wee laugh.
But continue the bitching hour, bro. If you guys don't know, the Frozen Frenzy for the first time debuted last night. So it's essentially, if you guys listening don't know what that is, it's NHL's version of NFL Red Zone. But I'm gonna bitch about it. But knowing that it was like a little test, I wanted to see how it goes and how it went. I hated it. And there were people who were like, it's not that bad. Fucking hated it. They were scoring goals and then cutting the goals that had already been scored, and I was just seeing celebrations. Like, players were selling, and I was like, what just happened? Like, in Red Zone, at least they're like, okay, here's red alert. Here's, you know what you're about to see.
Yeah.
You're about to see, like, 3 highlights, like a Justin Jefferson one-handed catch, and then you go see, like, a Jared Goff rushing touchdown.
Right.
Shout out Jared Goff. And in NHL, they don't know what they're doing yet for this Frozen Frenzy, so it's like, you see a guy, it cuts to, like, a team scoring already, and then they're double boxing, and they're playing both games audios, and the guy's trying to, like, come in, he's like, oh, we're here on the right, they're on the power play, oh my God. And then, like, it's already 2 other audios going. So it was just a big mess, honestly. And honestly, as someone who's been betting on hockey for a good amount of time now, like, it made me not want to watch the games.
I feel like that, to kind of give them a little credit, I don't think that was like built for gamblers who are in need of instant gratification.
But then who is it built for? Because NFL Red Zone is built for fantasy football, people playing fantasy football, and people betting on the games. Then who is that built for?
Yeah, I mean,
I think there's also just like an air of stay in the lane of the reason why Red Zone works is because football is a slow game. So you can jump when the hockey is the fastest game probably professionally.
Yeah.
You can't have a red zone when literally you can go from defending to attacking like that for hockey. And you can't double box, you can't triple box because the puck is that fucking big, dude. As like a casual hockey fan, and not even a fan, as a casual hockey watcher, obviously a fan of the Devils, but like I don't need to watch the Devils games like to feel like I'm a fan of the team. I don't know why, just because I'm not like really that like diehard. But as like a casual fan, like being excited for it, watching it, it was like the worst viewing experience I've ever had of like a sport.
Well, I think it even starts with the scheduling. I mean, first of all, Red Zone never has 16 games at once. They've got 5, probably maybe 6. 16 games at one time, bro. Maybe do it 8 and 8 instead of having one NHL game on like we do today. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean...
Also, the 2 guys running it were horrible.
Yeah.
Like, you realize how good Scott Anton is when, like, someone else tries to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you did kind of say it. It's just tough because NFL, it's like, well, they're in the red zone, so let's put them up. Hockey, you have no clue when they're about to score. There's no
power plays.
Yeah, there's nothing that gets you ready for it.
So they power plays, and then, like, I don't know. They didn't do a good job of, like, going, okay, let's tune in live here to Pittsburgh as they try. And, like, they did it a couple times, but I was like...
Yeah.
They were just, like, memeing. It cut to the 2 guys, and they'd be like, we're 8 goals away from the all-time record. I think I might chalk this one. And then the other guy was like, I don't know. I think there's life in Vegas.
And you can't...
It's like, dude, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And you can't have commercials.
Yeah, why was there fucking commercials?
You can't have commercials.
They had commercials.
Dude, multiple commercials.
You can't have commercials.
Yeah, see,
Just killed the vibe.
That's a big fumble.
I was watching it with my buddy, and they were literally like, why is there commercials?
Dude.
Good point. I didn't even realize there was commercials, but that's really bad if there were.
And, like, as someone who paid for ESPN Plus, I'm like, I thought the whole point of this was that there's no commercials.
Yeah.
Like, imagine buying NFL Red Zone, like 6 hours commercial free NFL football, and it's like, and now a word from our ads.
It was actually like one of the worst. Like,
Yeah.
not
I do
to
feel
shit
like
on
whenever it's like 8 games or something, it will be a little bit better, and they're just gonna continue to get better. I hope every week they do it, but yeah, it was tough. But
I mean, it's a big production to ask for.
It's a
It's
big
the
one.
first night.
It's
I'm
tough.
sure it'll
it's
get better.
overwhelming. I would assume.
Honestly, I could see them doing less games. I could see them doing like 12 games, and then the staggered start time. So, if you guys didn't know, last night they tried something out where the game started every 15 minutes. A different game started from like 7 p.m. or no, it was actually 6 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern. So there was a game starting every 15 minutes for 4 hours. And it just didn't really work out well. I think that there needs to be 3 games starting at a certain time and then 3 more games starting at a certain time and 3 more if they're going to do it like that. But the 15, it was just weird because like some games were like towards the end, which would have been like the witching hour or like overtime. And some games were just starting and it's like, well, I don't really care. Because NFL, like all games are in the fourth quarter. Someone's gonna win. Someone's gonna kick a winning field goal, and then that's when Scott Hansen gets in his bag, starts going game to game. So I mean, they have a lot to figure out.
I just feel like hockey's just not there yet. Like I feel like football, you want to know what's happening in every game because fantasy is so prevalent, because storylines are so prevalent, because betting is so prevalent. Like as a Devils fan, I really don't care what's going on in other games. Like I feel like a lot of hockey fans just want to watch their team because there's not a lot of characters around the league. Like you're not like when you watch Red Zone, you want to see if Justin Jefferson scores and like what he does. You want to see what Tyreek Hill is doing. Like there's just not characters enough around the NHL where I'm like, oh, I want to watch the Frozen Frenzy because like Sidney Crosby might do something crazy. You know what I mean?
They
like
try to do that.
I just
want to
watch the Devils.
Yeah, Bedard.
Anytime Bedard did anything yesterday, they like immediately cut to that game. I was like, I see what you're doing, but I agree. I think that their main audience is going to be sports bettors. I think NFL Red Zone's got to be mainly sports bettors. My dad doesn't bet or have a fantasy team, and he's a simple guy. Throws on the Eagles at 1 p.m. every Sunday, sits down and yells at the TV. Pretty simple life, right? So I mean, your target audience, if you're the Frozen Frenzy, I'm done bitching about it because you'll make the adjustments. But your target audience needs to.
We hope.
I think they will. The target audience needs to be sports bettors. It needs to be sports bettors.
The worst is watching Red Zone with like your girl or like your mom if she's like tuning in watching it with you, and she's just so overwhelmed with I thought we were just watching the Seahawks game. Mom, fucking watch.
Super specific to your girlfriend who's a Seahawks fan.
That was a deep cut.
Yeah, that was.
It's like, wait, I thought Bill Belichick was the coach of the Patriots. They were just talking about him, and now the Dolphins are on. It's fucking Red Zone. Tune in.
You guys got anything to bitch about? LC, Mike?
I mean, the biggest thing for me, obviously, just traveling to Tampa, and then the whole reason I went didn't play.
Yeah,
that was a big one.
It's unfortunate.
But that's all I got.
Mine's a little odd. I feel like it's also kind of like a bleed-in, like a hang 'em up, but more so I just wanted to like bitch about it. Like Stephen A. Smith just makes me so angry now. Like I feel like he had the perfect role like 3 years ago of like he had the hot takes and he was entertaining. But what I see from Stephen A. Smith now makes me feel like he thinks he's Leonardo DiCaprio. Like I think he genuinely thinks that he like matters outside of like an NBA take. And, like, he genuinely thinks when he pulls up to, like, a game or an event that people are like, oh, my God, that's Stephen A. Smith.
Isn't he? I feel like that's kind of accurate, though. No?
I feel like I don't feel that way.
If I saw Stephen A. Smith, I'd be like, no fucking way Stephen A. Smith's here. Like,
I would not be that amped because he walks like he's too big. You know what I mean? Like, he never did anything in athletics. Like he's literally just a talking head, like most of us are.
He just has hot takes for the most part.
Yeah,
that's what he's known for.
He just yells at guys around a desk, and he says vibration to his female co-host, and like
he's a
legend.
Way. You gotta give him that. He's a pioneer of like sports media.
Yeah, I mean for sure, but I feel like it's just gotten to the point where I feel like his ego is just gigantic now.
That's part of his character, though. You kind of need that out of him.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, we wouldn't be talking about him if he wasn't the fucking.
Yeah.
If he wasn't doing what he does.
You hate him because he always asks LeBron, and LeBron never replies to him or whatever.
No,
remember when you told me about
that?
That's
Skip.
Yeah,
Skip.
Skip.
Never mind.
But I just feel like did you see Stephen A. Smith like last week was asking the question to his co-host if Lamar Jackson's worth the money, and then on Monday he had a statement saying like it wasn't like he was just talking about Lamar, and he goes, "Well, we all know he's worth the money." It's like he was posing the question last week, and then the next week, he's just all the way back on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I just feel like there's a lot of things where outside of like, I don't know, he's just I get a lot of Stephen A. clips for some reason. I don't know why, I never like him, but I always get him like from his podcast where he's just like, here's the thing about it. And he's like whispering to I don't know. I just wanted to bitch about him.
It's fair.
That's
just
fair.
fair.
I'm glad you got it off your chest. It's good.
Just Stephen A. Smith's just pissing me off lately, man.
That steps in the right direction.
Like, did you see the vibration thing?
No.
He like
what was
made
that?
like his female co-host so uncomfortable. He was like talking about like vibration, and he was like, I don't want to get you uncomfortable saying vibrating and vibrate, and she was just like, what are you talking about?
No, let's
like
not
yeah,
do
that
that.
just happened
on
like
ESPN
last
still?
week. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
dude.
still ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
I don't watch ESPN.
Don't love that one.
Like
I'm
he's
not
just
an
a
ESPN
weird
guy.
dude now, and he feels like he's just getting too big for his britches.
Do a lot of people? I wonder if a lot of people. Let me know in the comments if people still throw on ESPN or like I'm gonna watch SportsCenter or I'm gonna watch What show is Stephen A. Smith on? First
Yeah,
Take.
Exactly.
Like,
But my point exactly during that episode, like she was like,
still watch it.
Steven, you have to remember this is First Take. It's not your show. And I feel like he thinks like he is ESPN when like in reality ESPN is like a dying brand, and like he really thinks like First Take is still like.
I feel like Pat McAfee's kind of taken over for sure. That's the only time I'll turn on
He already got
ESPN.
his time slot.
Yeah,
Stephen
Yeah.
A. Smith got bumped down.
Did he actually?
Yes, dude.
That's insane.
did.
Like what?
Yeah,
The
Pat's kind
old
of
heads,
backpacking.
the old heads aren't fucking with McAfee. They want him gone.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah,
Like
but
I
they're
see people
definitely-
bitch on Twitter all the time. I'm like, you don't like Pat?
What
Like,
are they bitching about?
I mean, it definitely makes sense.
Curses.
I mean,
Yeah, it's just a
the
different-
informality of his show compared to traditional shows.
So
it's not
It's-
suit and tie.
Yeah, it's way different, and
That's fair.
obviously appeals more to our generation. But you know, for someone that's older, it definitely turns him off.
Yeah, I feel like that happens like
I think he's
with
electric
everything
though.
though. I love Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
I
he has
think
cool
it's
guests
They
too
did
all
like
the
a
time.
poll, right? They did a poll on if you like it or not.
Yeah, well, there was a Washington Post article that just came out this week, and everyone was like sharing that. That was kind of circulating on social media yesterday about more his antics kind of on game day, because they've obviously switched the game day from Lee Corso to Pat McAfee is kind of the replacement to more of a edgy, and they're just like, he just runs around and screams the whole time. It's like, all right, well,
Yeah.
they're trying to make it more fun.
Meanwhile, like Washington Post, like my dad subscribes to one. Like my dad was voting on it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
facts.
definitely
I
that
mean,
target audience.
Yeah, like what
How-
20-year-old do you know is like
None.
vlogging to the Washington Post to like put a poll together?
No.
I'll have you know.
That's a great point, bro.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it is.
The demographic that enjoys it was not taking that poll.
No, dude, the demographic that enjoys it is like hammered in their dorm room.
Yeah, probably
Right.
watching Mac.
They'd rather just see Lee Corso for the next 30 years put on the mascot's helmet.
Just wheel them out.
Well, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get game day to be more centric towards the younger audience too, but that's why mainstream media doesn't work anymore.
I mean, he's not wrong, like for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of, in turn like bitching or whatever. We did the DM segment last time. I feel like we have to bring it back for what happened yesterday, where you literally I don't think has ever been seen before in betting or in sports, where you literally sold your bet slip to the highest bidder of a fan
Can you
base
tell the
to
people?
mush them.
Can you tell the people at home what you did exactly yesterday that pissed me off so fucking much?
Yeah. So I offered to fans of Philadelphia to pay me $500, and I would bet on the Diamondbacks. And after getting a bunch of DMs, bullshit inquiries, I wasn't getting any serious nibbles. And then I get a DM from a D-backs fan saying, I'll give you $1,000 to bet on the Phillies. And so I put it out into the world. I've received this offer. Anyone want to counter? Phillies fans didn't do anything about
How'd
it.
you know that offer was
We're all
real?
broke.
Because I just he said, "What's your Venmo?" And I just sent it to him, and it popped up, and I was like, "Okay, well, I'm fucking bought in now."
I didn't know he actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
And
Wow.
yeah, and so I let people know that I took the offer, and I'm betting on the Phillies, and I really wanted to bet on the Phillies anyways,
I know you did.
and so it was a win-win for me. And of course, the D-backs fan fucking got what he wanted,
It's win-win loss.
and the D-backs are going to the World Series.
Some are saying the best investment a fan has ever made.
100%.
for his
Like it's
fan
just crazy
base.
it actually worked out, because I was thinking like if it didn't work out, it'd be like, what the
Bozo.
heck?
Like, why did
But
I
I'm
say
like, you
that?
could really do that for like every day. Like every single bet. Like if you want to counter,
Massive.
you don't want me betting
gains.
on this team, by all means, send the money.
So Texas Rangers fans, I do have an offer for you.
Dude.
No.
You know where to find me.
No.
My DM's
What,
right.
what is the opening line for the World Series? So not for just game one, but for you to take, for example, the Rangers to win the World Series as your fade god status, which means the D-backs win. What offer are you like? What's the starting number?
What's
for
the number, man?
Just give me your fucking number.
Iraq. Starts with Iraq.
Starts
For
at
the
Iraq.
whole series.
Yeah.
For the whole.
I feel like it's got to be 4, like minimum a rack.
I mean, let's be
Like,
real.
Well,
That's a
I'm
lot
scared to
of
death
money.
because you just said it's a D-backs fan, so obviously like he's happy to probably do it again because it worked out for him. So, but I got something in my back pocket for you.
You should do it.
I'm gonna
for
figure
the,
something
You should do
out.
it for the series and not game to game.
Okay.
Because I
okay.
think flipping, flopping is. It's gonna fuck with some people mentally,
Yeah.
including
Yeah.
myself, who's
Yeah.
trying to bet on the World Series.
You're not taking the Rangers. I've already decided that for you. I've decided that for you. We need this. We've never won.
I would
We
love a
need
parade
this.
in our city.
That's what I'm
a
saying. Like
parade
we've
in
never,
South City?
yeah, we've
Like
never
I would love
won
to have
one.
a parade. That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
but
go.
there's
What?
Fuck, I'm a Phillies fan.
Dude, you'd have to go.
I'm not going. Oh wait,
You're
hold
a
on. Is that
fucking
like a hot
loser.
take?
what?
Yes.
If the Rangers win the World Series, you will not catch me dead at that fucking parade.
Dude, that'd be
I mean,
so
I
much
could see
fun.
it if we beat y'all out, but like it wasn't even
No.
us.
I'm not going to that shit.
Well, you live in the city.
You got to
Fucking
root
hate
against
the
the team that
Rangers.
knocked you out.
I don't even like the Rangers.
But it's like a once in a lifetime. Like you get to
Fucking
go
hate all
to a
those
championship
boys.
parade.
He actually does hate the Rangers. He was very much rooting for the Astros.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
For what
That's true. I
reason?
don't know if that's true either.
Because he's like bringing hockey into this. Are you bringing hockey into this?
No,
You don't like the
no,
Rangers.
He texted me
NHL
while
team.
we were at the game saying, "Bro, Globe Life is so quiet." What is
And it wasn't. And it wasn't. But we were also losing that game. But like it wasn't.
It was the reason I wanted the rematch. Phillies Astros thought it would have been fucking electric.
They would have smacked y'all. Sorry.
Jake,
Anyways.
I just would love to go to a parade. Like New Jersey, we would only get the Devils. So like it'd be cool if like the Rangers won and like Dallas had like a cool parade.
You know what? We're gonna go to the parade.
I would love to go
They're
to
gonna
the
bring it home.
parade.
They're gonna bring it
I
home.
would love to go to the parade.
Hey man,
But can I ask how bad the Phillies were in your DMs? Because when I called the Eagles fake good, I got some pretty ferocious DMs from Eagles fans, and all I respond to them is the score of the Jets game, and it seems to get worse and worse every time I do it. So can I just get like just a nibble?
This one I just saw is very concerning.
Oh.
My address from my house,
Right now.
Oh.
not our house. My house at home.
No
Yeah.
way.
No way.
You're a dead man. Bet on Philly again. I dare you. And sent the
You can't do that anymore.
address. That's scary, but like to do with the fuck. I mean, like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Go
Wait,
to
how
my
did
mom's
he-
house?
yo, dude, this
Well,
is
no,
kind of
no.
scary.
Yeah, wait, what?
Find that?
Go to my mom's house.
Dude, I'm sure you
like,
can just like search someone's name on the internet and like it just
Yeah.
tells you like their.
Yeah, which is so dumb.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
true.
be allowed to do that. But
I mean,
I did not expect the first DM
I
to be
didn't
a
either, bro.
house.
Yeah, I didn't-
fucking
yeah.
threat.
I didn't expect that.
Philly don't mess around.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, I actually like being dead ass. Like if we do trips, I don't think he should step foot in Philly. No, I'm
yeah,
being so
at this
serious.
point.
No. Trent's not allowed in Philly.
Like I'm being so
Trent's not
serious,
allowed in
dude. If
Philly.
you went to like, if we went to like an Eagles game, even if you were rooting for the like, that would not end well.
No.
Well, I will be going to Philly later this season.
Oh, shit.
Trent, bro.
For what?
Eagles, Chiefs, and you know I got to get my lick back.
Dude, if you are you gonna wear a
Dude.
Chiefs jersey?
You, have
No, dude.
you don't have an Eagles jersey, do you?
Yeah, I do. I went to the Super Bowl and bet on the fucking Eagles.
You got the little
That's
puffer
right.
jacket.
I got a jersey and a fucking Super Bowl.
What jersey
jacket.
did you get?
Devonta Smith, because I took him first TD and he got stopped at the 2.
Yep.
You're
Oh,
not,
the address is crazy. That might be a first.
you're not going to Eagles.
Yeah.
You're not going to Eagles Chiefs. That game's in Kansas City, anyways.
Oh fuck!
Oh my
bet.
god, thank God. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be a part of that trip.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to that game.
No, because it's in Kansas City.
DG.
Bro, you
Um,
should not step foot
Might
in
be a
Philly. I'm
PD
Dude, yeah,
trip.
no, I'm not even trying to be like funny when I said don't fucking come to Philly.
not. Like a dead
I
ass.
hope little
though,
Timmy
dude.
gets taken by CPS. Dude, I haven't even gotten to the Instagram ones yet, but those ones were definitely worse than the Twitter ones.
Yeah, because like I feel like Twitter people like draw the line. Instagram it almost feels more personal.
Yeah, yeah.
Why does it?
I don't know why, but Instagram people people who use Instagram like religiously I feel like they feel like they can be themselves a little bit more.
Also, I feel like Twitter, like
You
you
can
know, you can
hide.
just screenshot it and post it right there, and then they're just gonna get attacked. Instagram, you don't really see that as much with like the
Yes, that's
screenshotting.
so
It's not like you're
true.
gonna. I mean, I guess you could.
That's facts.
But-
This one guy's name's fucking Vic.
I saw
DM
you
me.
tweet that shit this morning.
Go fuck yourself. Don't ever bet on the Phillies again, you fucking jinx. Fuck you and your mom. Shut up, bitch ass. You would shit yourself if you ever step foot in Philly. You're not built for nothing, pussy. And this dude is, I wish you could see the photo. He's holding a snow cone, standing like a fucking
He's on the
wussy
boardwalk. He's on the boardwalk. He's on the OCNJ boards.
with the most.
For sure.
Nice.
I know exactly where he is on the boards.
Probably
too.
got his Phillies hat
gonna
hat
have to-
backwards.
I'm gonna have to get through Vic before I get to Philadelphia.
With this snow cone.
Vic and Lockie.
Speaking of Instagram, not to like go sideways, but I've been thinking about this the past couple days because it happened like 2 days ago. And then we can get to hang them up and then the game. But have you guys ever been scrolling on Instagram? And this happened to me 3 days ago. A girl that I once had relations with pops up on
Sexual
your feed.
relations?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pops up on your feed,
Word.
but
Congrats on sex.
not their post, but in someone else's post, and they look unbelievable, and it just feels like a part of you dies a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you're like, what was I doing? Not like, what did I do there?
I look at that completely differently.
Does
I
that
look
not
at
happen
it-
to
I
anyone
look
else?
at
Where
it's
like it almost feels like you just caught a stray, like, whoa!
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
No,
Looking that good.
no.
Fucking
That's
my day
not-
up.
That's not how you look at it. You look at it as, I can't believe I was inside of that. And you pat yourself on the back, you sip your coffee, and you go about your day.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes I feel like, man, like I really blew that one. You know?
How do we get here?
I haven't had that exact experience, but I have had like my ex gets married right after he dates me, and it just makes you feel.
Yeah.
You know what
And I
mean?
found out through Instagram to connect the story, and I'm like,
I feel like you dodged a
Ah.
bullet because you're like, damn, I would have been married.
Yeah, but it's
Everyone
still
else-
like there's a little bit of like a
it gives you a little
Yeah,
knot
for
feeling for
sure.
sure.
like, why are you smiling?
yeah.
You
Why
know
are you
what I'm
happy
saying?
without me?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Though?
Why are you smiling without me?
Like dead ass though. Like I don't know if that's like a selfish way to look at that, but like I saw it and I was like, wow, she looks so happy.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I feel like that's fair.
Reminding you of the bag fumbles.
Yeah, dude, I feel like she's like all time fumbled my bag. Which I should probably hang him up. But do you guys want to do hang him up? I know we talked about it.
Yeah.
I feel like we could do hang 'em up. I've got some hang 'em ups for sure. But I feel like you should probably start segment hang 'em up. Someone that either sports, whatever it is, your life that just needs to hang 'em up.
Yeah. I mean, I thought long and hard about who I was going to call out to hang him up. But honestly, at the end of the day, I think it's me who needs to hang him up.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
introspective.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That was deep.
I did. I mean, I'm taking fucking 49ers money line.
Dude,
parlaying
you
that
wait,
with the
wait.
Phillies
You
money
took
line.
mine.
What?
Mine was you.
God damn it, dude.
Sorry, keep going.
I mean, I gotta hang them fuck up, man. I just lost like at least 5 racks to the goddamn Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
That one is a stinger, and it's gonna sting for quite some time. Losing 49ers money line on prime time to the rat shit fucking Vikings, bro. The 49ers, that team as a whole is a pig with lipstick on. It's still a fucking pig.
I'm glad they're losing football games now, though.
Feels like recency bias.
It absolutely is recency bias, but it's just starting to show a little more because they're playing tougher matchups, and you got guys, banged up, and Purdy's gonna have to fucking show his true colors, and he sure is showing his true colors without his top guys.
Well, I was about to say, like, yeah, I think we're forgetting he's missing, not to defend 49ers fans and that team because I really don't care about them, but they are missing the best offensive lineman in football, probably one of the best wide receivers in football, and the best running back in football is, like, absurdly banged up.
Fuck him, bro. Fuck him. Minus 300, dude, and I take that shit. Like, I gotta be better. I gotta hang him up. Book it with Trent. Hang him up.
Hang him up.
Dude, so I wasn't planning on doing a Raider, but Daniel Carlson, hang him the fuck up.
That's tough.
TJ Watt got his interception this past weekend.
So lit.
So
That was
electric.
nuts.
Dude, why is he playing cornerback?
Nuts.
Like TJ Watt wasn't on. I thought he was gonna get it on like intercepting a screen pass or
Yeah.
something. He got it in the secondary. That was sick. It was in the flat.
Crazy.
It
He
was in the
probably
flat.
just dropped
but
into cover.
It was
That's weird.
insane, dude. I was like, damn, TJ Watt. I didn't know he was built like that. Like, that guy's insane.
I need to watch the video. I haven't seen it yet.
It's sick. I don't know what he's doing. It looked like he got subbed on, like from the sideline, and just ran on and caught the ball. It was insane.
What a
Shout out
guy.
Matt Stafford for sucking. Dude. But no, Daniel Carlson, you need to hang him up, brother. Not one field goal so far this season from beyond 50 plus yards. Now dealing with a slight groin injury, obviously can't help that. But you're really gonna sell me a lot of money here, Daniel. And as a Raiders fan, our season's over. Brian Hoyer can't beat the fucking Bears and Bijan, where the fuck that guy's name is. I know Josh is gonna want to talk about Bijan at some point on the pod for Bears fans and what it means for the future for going forward. I mean, you already said last pod episode, the fucking Bijan's him, and we're back.
He just might be him.
But regardless, Daniel Carlson, you're selling my season-long entry. So Daniel Carlson,
Hang him up.
I don't think that's the only Daniel that's cussing you, coin boss.
Okay. Danny Jones is gonna run for 100 this year, and you're gonna see why I didn't tell him that.
Gets on the field.
Yeah. For mine, I'm doubling down just because a lot of people were chirping me when the Astros won 3 in a row, which I get it. But Jose Altuve, keep him hung up, buddy. I told you we were going to expose you, and that's what we did. That's what we did. At the end of the day, you lost, so hang him up.
Hang him
I
up.
respect the doubling down.
Yeah, hang him up.
But I will say he's probably the only guy besides Jordan
I don't care.
that did a damn thing.
I don't care. I don't care.
You
Hang
have
him
to
up and
admit,
go to
It
Cabo.
was kind of funny that you like hang him up and he just went on like a tear.
Yeah.
It's almost like he saw the clip.
Yeah, everyone was like reposting the clip, like, oh, should he hang him up? And I even made a tweet like, Jose Altuve, maybe I was wrong. Maybe you shouldn't hang him up. But now here I am after we won. Hang him up.
I also said the Patriots and they beat the fucking Bills. So I was like,
Yeah.
that hang him up was all time.
As you should. You should definitely double down. But who really needs to hang him up is Kyle Tucker.
Where was he? Where was he?
all series?
And like he had so many chances to rob home runs and was just missing
Worst
them.
player of all time, Trey Tucker.
Dude, but
You don't
actually,
want that
though,
guy.
he didn't even bat over 100 in the fucking series.
That's bad.
And he's one of their best players.
I was waiting for him just to have his game where he was going to go
Seriously.
off, and never happened.
never came.
Thank the Lord.
And
but
you're so lucky it never came.
I forgot that guy existed.
Dude,
Yeah.
like, he's so good. And
Ghost
for
mode.
him to go ghost like that was
Yeah.
just wild.
Vanished
But to
mode.
circle back, though, Jose Altuve tipped the cap. Jordan tipped the cap, but
Hang him
doesn't
up.
change that you should hang him up.
Jordan is
He's the greatest hitter I've really watched in the
He's
post. Like
our-
he's unbelievable.
he's our Barry Bonds.
He's so like
Elon's
he's
rocket.
scary.
He's literally legitimately there's no one else in the league that I literally fear coming up to the plate.
Yeah,
In
like
the
if he needs to
postseason.
get on, like he would get on.
In the postseason.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm saying postseason.
for sure. I mean,
I think regular season, I would meet Olsen was like insane. No?
Yeah. But I forgot what his exact numbers were with like runners in scoring position, but it was just unreal.
Matt.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Matt. Trent has only called him Meat Olsen around me, so I don't even know his first name. I just call him Meat.
He's literally a meat stick in the box. He's massive.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Jordan's fucking goated.
He
Like,
is.
I,
Dude, he's
I
a
love
goat.
Jordan.
Like I had to tweet a couple times. I'm like, seriously, tip of the cat because you guys have a ball player on your team.
Air Jordan is one of the sickest names, like nicknames of all time.
It's
Dude,
sick.
he's only like 25.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking hysterical watching games with Trent when Jordan Alvarez comes up to bat and he's like, put your seatbelts on.
Jordan's rocket.
we're
Strap
Get
in.
ready for a ride.
I don't get
We're going on Jordan's
Where does that
rocket.
come from? Jordan's rocket. What is that?
Or,
origin?
just
no, because like
hits
Elon's
nades.
rocket. You know that
Yeah.
stupid gambling game with the rocket?
Yeah.
You try to,
Yeah.
And whenever I'd play that, I'd call it Elon's rocket. Like, let's go on Elon's rocket. And then it just turned into Jordan's rocket.
You're so stupid.
Didn't he hit one at the game we went to, or was that just Jose? I know Jose.
No, they robbed them. Remember that?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Should have been a home run.
That was he literally went on the rocket and
Yeah.
Tavares brought it back. Yeah.
That's right.
My hang 'em up is just Anthony Davis. I'm like so tired of hearing about Anthony Davis and how like this year's gonna be his year. This year's gonna be his year. He's
One
in,
game
like,
into the season, by the way.
Yeah, but it's been 5 years of
True.
a career. And you come out against the defending champs. Jokic has just been playing with horses all summer, and he drops like another triple-double and just dominates you all game.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, it might be time to hang him up, you know? Like, I'm kind of tired of hearing about him in that conversation of, like, guys that are him, and I just don't think he is him.
Give me like a comparison of a player that you think is more on an Anthony Davis level, like an Ayton.
No, he's definitely better than DeAndre Ayton.
I feel like he's like the Dak of the NBA. Like it's like
Yes.
always seems like it's his year. Like, is he gonna get over the hump? Is he gonna play these games? And then he just never does.
Never.
Yeah.
If I did make a relation, I don't know. I feel like people would not like the way I would relate
Steven
him.
Adams.
No, he can score better than him. Honestly, he's like Pascal Siakam. Like when he's like playing like he was last night, he's like Pascal Siakam. Like he does nothing special that really changes the game, but like he just goes out and it seems like the fact that Anthony Davis is getting paid what he gets paid and is in the conversation of conversations he's in every year and has 17 points against like the defending champs is
Fair.
absurd.
It's fair.
That's absurd. So Anthony Davis, hang him up.
Hang 'em ups. I will say I'm very confident that Klay Thompson ain't gonna drop a 50 burger this year. After
Dude,
watching him
Get a
last
free
night.
throw from me last night.
Thank God they traded for Chris Paul. That's gonna move the needle for them. I'll tell you what.
He
man.
did have 10 assists
He had
last
10
night.
assists.
Man, they're gonna lose games. He's gonna have 10 assists all year.
I'm down. I'm gonna win some coin if that's the case.
Well, what he's gonna do? He's gonna eat in the regular season
Yup.
if they do make the playoffs.
I saw
Go
this
Smokers.
video of this guy breaking down who's gonna win or who has the best chance to win rookie or most improved player in the NBA this year, and he like breaks it down and talks about what every single most improved player has in common with each other and like what you need to have in order to win most improved player
Okay.
and like what the last like 40 most improved players have in common. And basically he just took the guys with that are on like DraftKings to win the award. So there's like 50 guys, and he just like started crossing off all the names that didn't qualify with the boxes that need to be checked to win. The only guy that checks every single box, Josh Giddey.
Wow.
But Josh Giddey, I feel like already has a high bar set for
He
himself.
does,
It's hard to
and
improve on that.
I know. That's why I thought it was interesting. But I mean, he definitely could win it. I mean, he's goated. He was great last year, and if he comes out this year and takes the Thunder to the playoffs, averaging 15 points a game, 8 or 9 assists, and 8 or 9 rebounds, damn near triple double.
I'm excited to see the Thunder play this
They
year.
have
I'm
great
so
chemistry too.
fucking
That
bricked
Slam
up.
magazine interview is so funny.
So sick.
Trent is fade god for every single team in every single sport except the Thunder. Dude knows the Thunder better than anybody's ever known any team ever.
They'll be like plus 11. He'll be like, it's money line.
He's like, just take the fucking money line.
Ah,
Right?
last year though, didn't they lose by like 70?
That was that was the worst bet I've ever played.
That was like a but you forced that.
Yeah, that
it
was
was like
It was just because the spread was 35, and you're like, oh, I thought
It's just like that one
the
time.
spread was 10, bro. I was like POD Thunder plus 10, like
you
if
sure?
tailing.
what they lose by? It was something outrageous. Though.
74.
It was 7. Okay, so yeah,
Worst NBA.
Like if
Crazy.
No, I just gassed you up, and that was.
I had to bring it back
but
down.
I know this team, bro. I've taken some plus 500 money lines, and they've won
I
outright.
was more thinking the prize pick squares you feed me for Thunder just turn green.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, dude, just
you
promise
know
me,
your
bro.
team.
Just promise me. That's
SGA could win MVP this year too.
yeah,
Like
no,
you
for
know when
sure.
it's a Lou Dort night, you know when it's a fade Shea night, which
No,
is
Trent
like
knows
never.
the NBA.
This year is going to be a lot different for like I love SGA points and just nuking it, and he always drops a 30 ball. But this year's going to be different. He's literally come out and said, if I have to play off the ball more, I will. Michael Jordan fucking did it. I'll have to do it too.
Dude, he didn't
Yeah.
say that.
And
Did you say something about Michael Jordan?
he was like, if Michael
SGA said compared himself to Michael Jordan.
No, he
Kinda.
said if Michael Jordan is playing off-ball basketball and needed to when he needed to, I can too. So that's a
Okay.
guy accepting his role
Respect.
of being the best player on your team, but needing to facilitate the ball.
Was
more.
he kind of comparing himself to
No,
MJ?
no. He was just saying if Michael Jordan is sharing the ball,
Right, I understand that.
like someone as great as him can
Yeah.
do it, then I can do
he
it
wasn't
too.
saying like I'm as good as Jordan. That
He's like,
wasn't-
if Jordan got to do it, I got to do it.
I don't know, dude. SGA could probably give Jordan a couple buckets.
SGA is a fucking demon. Dude.
I really like
He's
SGA.
unbelievable.
I'm
Also,
excited
like,
to
super
see
good
Chet play.
What? Someone hear something?
What'd you say?
He's like pretty good looking, right?
Dude, he's fucking
No,
so
SGA is for
handsome.
sure good. Dude, I saw something really funny. I don't know if we want to talk about it, but apparently SGA is in a Skims ad. And I
Oh, wait,
saw
that's why I said
I
that.
saw someone
I only
quote
saw the
tweet
Nick
it.
Bosa one. I didn't know he had one
No,
too.
SGA's in it, and some
Okay.
kid quote tweeted and was like, "Bro, don't even got a bump."
Let's be better.
Wait,
Jesus.
what?
Like an outline in the underwear,
Yeah.
which I'm sure they just edited. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
for
way.
sure.
Yeah, and they were like,
Yeah,
well,
for
you
sure.
Can't be
Like,
having
let's
that.
get that hog out of here.
Let's get that narrative going.
Yeah, I'm on Team SGA. God definitely. has
Mikey,
a
we're gonna see
hog.
Mikey with his like a Skims ad and no bump. They're like, Mikey's like, that's edited. I told you.
It's like food. You know they have to put like the little star. It's like not the real size.
Yeah. Not actual size.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, you want to give us a fun fact? And then
Yeah,
we'll jump. We'll
I
go to
can
the
give
game.
you a fun fact.
Make it fun.
You want it fun?
No, just give the one you have.
All right.
How fun we wanted to get.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, so the fun facts from the MLB, since we got the World Series coming up. The average MLB game length is 2 hours and 40 minutes, and there's actually only 18 minutes of actual game played during that.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
What do you clarify as like game being played, like a pitch being
Like
thrown?
when a pitch is thrown,
Yeah, like in
And
or
play.
ball in
Play.
play.
Damn.
So boring.
You know what I think is crazy, kind of bouncing off that, is the time on ice per shift
30
hockey.
seconds.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
nothing.
Like 45 max a minute. You don't want a guy all longer. You want him going 100% full speed for like a minute.
That's crazy. Dude.
Anything
And
over
we're
that,
betting on SOGs. They're on the ice for 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
And we're
bro.
betting on SOGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're on the shift for a lot. Like there's only 4 lines, right? So
We got 30
and
seconds to rip up.
the 4th line, they don't really want them out there other than to hit people and get the fuck off the ice.
That's sick.
But from that fact, I'll pose the question: what is the best sport to watch in person?
Oh, basketball.
College
Easy.
basketball.
It's basketball.
Sitting courtside at a basketball game will make you like watch the game differently after the fact.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can hear everything they say.
Dude,
The game is so much faster.
Mm-hmm.
playoff hockey has to be number 1. And I'm not saying that to be biased. Like even I think as you've been have you been to a playoff hockey game, Devils?
I don't think I've been to a playoff hockey game.
LC?
Yeah, I haven't been to
We
one.
need to get you guys because
Oh, I
the
went to a Stars
sound-
playoff game. It was junk.
The sound of them hitting the board and
We went to
how-
a Stars playoff game. Junk.
Yeah, we were in the fucking rafters, Mikey.
Yeah, that's where the diehards should be.
Dude, there was a guy with the binoculars, and he only brought out the binoculars to look at the fucking ice girls.
Yeah, that was true. That was really weird. He was like in his 70s.
Didn't even care about the game.
Yeah.
All right,
come
so
on.
fuck the diehard. They're not up there.
W guy.
I will say
okay.
though, I just went to an NHL game and I sat behind the glass,
Those
like
look-
behind the bench, and that was awesome.
loud,
Totally different, yeah, like
It's loud.
experience.
And in a playoff game,
Mhm.
imagine that times 20.
Yeah,
Because
for
these
sure.
guys are trying to hurt each other at every single hit, and the sound of it hitting the glass just sounds like it almost sounds
Oh,
like
it
a
was
gunshot.
so loud down
Yeah,
there. It was
sounds
so
like a
loud, and you
gunshot.
can kind of hear them talk, and it was just cool to like see like the lines change and stuff. It was really cool.
Type.
Different shifts.
Random story. When I was sitting courtside with my family at a Thunder game, and
Sick.
Steven Adams was like going for a rebound that went out of bounds, landed on top of my sister and broke her nose. Yeah.
Did she? How does that work?
What? Did he
Yeah.
pay for it?
No. No.
What a scumbag.
Oh,
No,
wait,
it was definitely not anyone's
But
fault.
like, how does
Yeah.
that work with like that? Now that brings me to an interesting point. With like, do you have to sign a waiver to sit courtside? Because there
No.
always is that chance that a player
No.
you take that chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing.
I'm
anyone
surprised he
can do.
didn't though. I would think you would offer to pay, but I
She
guess
was
maybe
like,
he didn't
Well,
know.
her nose.
Her
started
nose
bleeding.
is like also already kind of fucked up, so it was
Oh.
like she was
Okay.
already pondering a surgery, and it was
Damn
like,
it.
oh, let's get surgery. You know.
So he was like, I was
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just did that to yourself.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
Fucked up.
Hey,
But like going off the MLB, I would love to know like the NFL, like same thing, like how much are they actually playing? Like how many minutes are actually like in play?
I think
Yeah.
it's 10. I think I've heard the stat about that, and I think it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes
subtract-
would be crazy.
Subtract like 30 seconds.
Because you think about an average play, they have to get the ball out in 2 seconds. Let's say they catch and get tackled. That's like a 4 or 5 second play.
Yeah.
It says 20 minutes of the 60-minute game.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I was
way
gonna say I would
more.
have it like a little bit longer than MLB, but not by much, and so that checks out.
Wow.
That checks
It's
out.
got to be college, like either some sort of basketball. It's definitely the best live experience, like
Yeah,
on a
for sure.
consistent basis.
I would say so.
Consistent,
From what I've
because you don't get playoff
experienced.
hockey all the time.
I've only been to Seton Hall basketball and Penn State basketball. I've never been to any other
Yeah, well,
basketball.
Seton Hall, don't
you
shit
never
on the
been to an
rock.
NBA game?
Oh well, we went to the Nets game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
you-
basketball too, it's just fast, like more scoring too than hockey. Not to take
Had a
anything away from
whale on the
hockey.
Nets
But
that night.
Yo, there's nothing worse than regular season NBA in horrible seats.
The worst.
Dude,
I could
People-
Might be the worst experience of all
I
time.
think people forget that we went to a Nets game. Trent bought a Durant and a Kyrie jersey for like $700,
Yeah.
and they both got traded next week.
Why did you buy both?
I just like, I don't know, dude.
Just in the moment.
It was a crazy move.
just in the
Even
moment.
at the time, I was like, both of them.
It's
Okay.
also like
Because they're sick jerseys.
They were cool jerseys.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
And
they
like
were
as a
cool.
diehard Thunder fan, like I fucking hate Durant, but like low key kind of like Durant.
Nah, he's sick. And
Still got
Nets should
love
have
for
just
him.
stayed in New Jersey.
Nah,
man.
actually,
They should've
fuck
went to
Durant,
Brooklyn.
dude. For real. Cost me so much coin last night.
Didn't even hit his taco. Fucking
Oh my
stupid.
god, dude! Yeah, because Looney. We don't have to get.
Yeah,
into it.
yeah.
We'll talk about it on search.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to go to the game?
Let's do the game.
All right, so we're gonna do Wavelength, right, Josh?
Yeah, we're playing Wavelength. So whoever wants to start guessing can leave the room.
You want me
Trent,
to do
wanna
it?
start with
Do you wanna
Trent?
do it?
Yeah, try and get the fuck out of the room, bro.
Yeah, get out of here.
Because we gotta tell. We're gonna tell you guys at home watching what the number is. So if you're just listening,
Do you
you'll
want
be
to
able
just
to
break
know.
down the rules really quick?
Yeah,
the
let's
rules
do
of
the rules.
Wavelength is there's a number.
Sure.
Mhm.
So there's gonna be a number 1 through 10. and we are going to state that number out loud that we pick. So Trent's in the other room right now. What do you guys want to go with?
Be quiet.
5. I feel like 5.
All right, we're gonna go 5. So like
5 is
pretty
good.
average things.
And what's the
All right.
topic?
But so there's gonna be 4
and the topics are like Halloween candy, for example, and college football teams or ice cream flavors. Those aren't we're using a couple of those, but I say like if it was a 10, I'd be like Sour Patch Skittles, because I know Trent loves Sour Patch Skittles. That's a 10.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So and then
Yeah.
Trent's gonna guess based off our guesses what number we picked. The number is 5. All right, Trent.
What topic are we doing now?
I don't know. How do we do the
Josh
topics?
has the topics, right?
Oh, okay.
You guys picked your topics, no? Well, either way, we'll start off with Halloween candy.
Okay.
And then I think college football team.
Yep.
So everyone has a different. What is mine?
Halloween candy.
Okay. All right.
Wait, so are we saying candy or something?
Are we doing
No,
different
no.
topics?
So
So-
you do Halloween candy. She does
Yeah.
college football teams.
And then we also have NFL
NHL SOG guys.
We
Can
have-
I do NFL quarterback?
We have NFL
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
do NFL quarterbacks.
We
Okay.
have
Do you want to do Halloween
Yeah,
candy?
I'll do Halloween candy.
All right. Do you want to start?
Okay, sure. Give me a Kit Kat.
Do you have a college? Do you want me to go?
Yeah, you go first. I gotta cook this one up.
NFL quarterback, Baker Mayfield.
College football team. I'll go North Texas.
What do you have against Kit Kat?
All right.
What do you have against Kit Kat?
Yeah, that was a crazy
It's
ranking
not
for
like
Kit Kat.
the candy I'm reaching for first.
North Texas, Baker Mayfield, and Kit Kat. I would say that those are not on the same plane.
So how would you rank them individually?
You also have one more. I don't know, Josh. Do you want
Yeah,
to
give me
Josh?
one
Do you want to
more.
do holiday?
Yeah, give him a holiday. Josh.
Sure, I'll give you a holiday. Let's do. Memorial Day.
Yeah, I would not know the number if I was.
Yeah.
This is hard. This is
Okay.
hard.
Well,
I
immediately
focus on
10, 9, 8, 7 are gone. 6 got to go. 5 below is for sure.
Fire store, by the way, Five Below. I don't know if I've
Absolutely.
indulged.
Absolutely.
It's a great
Good place
The
to
Kit
get charges.
Kats what threw me off. Makes no sense because they're not that bad. I mean, I love Kit Kat. I'd put Kit Kat 8.
Same.
Whoa.
I would too. I love Kit Kats.
Kit Kats are top 5.
Yeah. they're
I'd
good.
put Kit Kat 8. I'd put North Texas at like 2, 3. I'll put Baker Mayfield at like a 4 or 5. Memorial Day has got to be 4 or 5. I'm gonna go with 5.
The bag.
Wow! Holy
Hey, the second
shit!
person to get it right.
Wow.
Forget.
I can't believe you just got that.
Good job.
I don't like Kit Kats, dog.
That's crazy.
No, it's
like-
fair. I mean, it's
they're
your
like
ranking.
mid.
Yeah, it's your ranking.
All right,
Wow.
Mikey,
All right, Mikey.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So Trent, you do holidays. I'll do college. I'll do NFL quarterbacks. I'll just take the
Yeah.
missing chairs
No,
topic.
you do holidays again, Josh. You should do holidays
And then
again.
You want to do
Trent do NFL quarterbacks.
All right.
Got you, bro.
Pick a number.
What are y'all thinking?
Really? Trent wants to do 2.
The number is 2.
Okay.
What's my category?
Dos. NFL quarterbacks.
We good?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
Mike.
Mikey.
Yep.
Mikey enters frame. Let's start with Trent and an NFL quarterback.
All right.
I'm gonna go with. Is it based on this season or like all,
This season.
this season's performance from Deshaun Watson?
Okay.
College football this year. ECU.
Okay.
Staying in the
Halloween
conference.
candy. Almond Joy.
Dude.
And a holiday is Valentine's Day.
Immediately, I want to go 1. I hate Almond Joys. I feel like they're one of the worst candies of all time. ECU's not good this year. And I feel like Deshaun Watson has been one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Valentine's Day feels like a personal dig for Josh at Valentine's Day.
I didn't see that one
I
coming.
feel like some people enjoy Valentine's Day. There's no way you guys would go 1, though. That just feels like... But I feel like everything was so blatantly bad that it's almost too obvious to not be 1. I'm going to go 2.
Wow. Wow.
Was it 2?
Wow.
You guys just
Bang!
Wow.
Now I'm gonna look like a bozo when I don't get it right.
Shit.
That
Wow.
was so smart. So smart.
Wow.
Y'all better be dialed in for me. I need you to do a college football team.
Okay, I got you.
You did that perfectly.
Wow.
You
I was like,
thought-
no way they'd go
Yeah.
1.
I just feel like
Wow.
Valentine's Day, there's like nothing really to it. It's like there's no like
Okay.
day off. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not like
No, I feel that.
nothing special.
No, I feel you.
What are we thinking?
9.
The number is 9.
9.
The number is
LC.
9.
Okay. There's no way you guys both got it, dude. There's no way you guys both got it.
I have college football team.
Yep.
All right, NFL quarterback,
Yeah, you got one.
Jalen Hurts.
Florida State.
Halloween candy. I'd say Twix.
Okay.
And for a holiday, we'll go Thanksgiving.
Ooh. Okay. Jalen Hurts. I feel like you're not totally high on him. He's all right. Florida State. Good team. Not the best though.
I don't know this year though. Not to help, but this year though.
This number is just speaking to me. I'm gonna roll. Oh man, I'm stuck between 6 or 7. I'm gonna go with 7. Shut up! I know I was gonna ruin it. What was it? 8?
9.
9?
Jalen Hurts is quarterback too.
Florida
Florida State.
Florida State threw me off because they almost just lost to
Mahomes?
Duke.
But they ended up beating him by like
They
They
did.
covered.
And then Boston College. I was like, they're kind of mid.
I just in my head I was
They're
like
good, but, like-
one of the last undefeated teams left.
I had to focus on
I
yours.
might
I
have
was
blown
like,
that with Florida State.
9 though.
Because if I went Georgia, that feels like 10. I feel like there's no one else really other than Georgia that's like a 9. Like Florida State's the only undefeated team left. Maybe Michigan.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, but if I said Oklahoma, she wouldn't have liked that.
I'd have hated it.
You
All right,
know?
what number are we thinking for Chelly?
I chalk that one up.
Let's go like give him like something like hard, like 7. What would you like?
Because I just guessed that.
Yeah.
All right, the number is 7.
Let me cook.
Chelliard? Am I Halloween candy now?
Yeah.
You're college football?
Yep.
You are quarterback?
Quarterbacks.
Let me think about this. All right.
All right, quarterbacks, Justin Herbert.
Wait, I just ruined it. I just ruined it. I'm
LC might have
sorry.
just said the number
I was
out
just
loud.
thinking out loud. That's on me.
All right, good.
I'm
Get
so
back
not
in there, get
dialed.
back in
I'm
there.
so not. I'm
God
sorry.
damn
I'm
it.
sorry.
I was so locked in on trying to think
There's
of
no way
something.
I just did that.
What did you say?
I was like, all right, a 7. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
You want to do 4? You want to do 4? All right, the number is 4. Chelliard.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
There's no way I just did that. Yeah, I was.
What is
I'm an idiot. Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, everyone's tapping in.
All right. For the quarterbacks.
You were saying the number again.
No, for the quarterbacks, I'm looking at quarterbacks to find a way to.
Butterfinger.
Ooh, I kind of like Butterfingers, but not that much.
Butterfinger.
Interesting choice. I'm gonna go with Sam Howell.
You hate Butterfingers?
College football team. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati.
Ooh, that doesn't help me at all.
I don't know shit about that.
And for a holiday, this one's gonna be a little weird, but it's your birthday. So, how you feel on your birthday?
Bro.
Charlie might love his birthday.
I don't, but
That's an interesting.
Birthdays are overrated once you hit 21. Hot take.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, Sam Howell is really what I'm clinging to here to help me because he's also putting up like 350 yards and 5 interceptions. Like he's this year's Kirk. I'm hovering Butterfinger like gives me like 4 vibes. LC Cincinnati do that. I'm gonna be honest, they could be undefeated and I'd have no idea. My birthday, sounds like Josh hates his birthday and Valentine's Day, so that's great to hear. Sam Howell is the only thing I'm clinging to, and I'm around a 3-4 area. I'm gonna go 3.
Bag fumble.
4.
Dude, I always fumble the fucking
fumble.
bag, bro.
4.
You were right on, and you fucked up.
It's always 4, bro. Because Butterfinger.
I literally right before I was about to say it, I said for the quarterbacks, and I totally accidentally did what Lawrence did.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
how you do it.
I can't believe I said. I was really trying to cook up a team. I was like, all right, 7. What's a 7? Stupid.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he like kind of looked over and I was like, fuck.
Shit. All right, well, that's been another episode of the We'll Be Seeing podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe, and you can get this wherever you get podcasts. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and our YouTube channel. We will, in fact, be.
We'll be seeing.
Be seeing.
Be seeing.